Hello, my name is H.A. Pruitt and I am the author of Anelthalien. And in this video I am going to continue the story behind the second book in the Anelthalien series. The second book is called Earth Quaking. This is the third video in the series behind the story of Earth Quaking. So if you didn't watch the introduction and the first video about me deciding which route to take, self-publishing or traditional publishing, go ahead and watch those first. I'll put those two in the description below so you can watch those. And then come back to this one. So, in my last video I talked about how I recognized that self-publishing was the way God wanted me to go. And so I knew I needed to go with self-publishing by December of 2020 for my second book. So in December I started thinking about what I needed to do in order to self-publish my book, because I had been learning quite a bit, and the earlier you get started, setting everything up, taking care of everything, you know, there's a lot to it. I'll talk about it as I go on. I don't want to get into it right now, but I started thinking about all the different actions I needed to take to get ready for my book to publish, and I wasn't exactly sure when it needed to publish in December. I just knew self-publishing was the route, and so I need to get things ready. And I was thinking through, and I was praying one day and I got this idea to do a launch team. Well, I knew you're supposed to do launch teams, but this launch team was something different than most launch teams I've been part of. Most launch teams are like the week before, the week of the book release, and that's really it. And that's what you're supposed to do. But I guess God must have put this idea in my head, because I would not have wanted to do this on my own. And so that's why I say God put this idea in my head. To do a launch team 6 months leading up to the release, 6 months prior, and not having the members of the launch team necessarily do a bunch of stuff for me during that time, but me teach them what I had learned about self-publishing, what I had learned about traditional publishing, what I had learned about hybrid publishing, what I had learned about marketing, just everything I had learned about all the different parts of publishing. And I wanted to pour into people so that they would actually want to give back to me and want to read Anelthalien and want to help me launch Earth Quaking. And so God gave me this idea and put it in my head. June 30th would be the release date. And so I was like, okay, I'll start the launch team on January 1st. And I say that doing a launch team wasn't my idea, and it wasn't something I would want to do, because communicating with people, talking with people, interacting with people, asking people to be on my launch team is extraordinarily uncomfortable. Like, I don't even want to talk to people on the phone. People at church talk to me and I just like stand there and awkwardly smile. Like, I love these people and I can just stand there and awkwardly smile, because talking to people and communication is like difficult for me. And so, but I was like, okay, we're going to do this launch team. And I listed out, I meant to bring my notebook in here, but like I have a notebook page and it's just jam-packed with names, and I wrote down more than 60 names, and I did send a message, personal message, to each one of these people, asking them to be on my launch team and to help me tell everybody about Earth Quaking, letting them know that along the way most of it would be me teaching them about publishing and marketing. And so if you want to be on my launch team, it's still going. Right now, today is April 19th, and the launch team is going to go until June 30th. And so right now, in April, I'm teaching about Goodreads this week, and I'm just teaching about different things. So if you want to be on my launch team, I'll put that link below to go to the page to sign up. It's not hard to sign up, but you can follow that if you want. Back to the story behind Earth Quaking. So this launch team started, and you know, it kind of started slow. A couple of people said okay, you know, people who had read the book already and really liked the book. A couple of my friends from church, my husband. It started a little bit slow, but then I kept advertising it. I kept telling people about it, and more. And I think right now I have 20 or 30 people, and so that's really good. That's like better than I expected, just because I have a really hard time remembering to communicate with people. But God is helping me. And like the really cool thing about it was, January was kind of difficult to get started, but it was going. And then in February, I remember talking about it with my husband. I'm like, I kind of want to do like a challenge like people do on Instagram, but I don't really know what to do. And so he's like, just pray about it. And I did. I prayed about it and I talked to God about it. And he helped me make, God, not my husband, God helped me make like this little challenge thing, and all the days something different, and set it up every day, and that was really, really wonderful, because it was more than just me interacting with other people. It was me building relationships with other authors and really getting to know them. And there were like 4 or 5 different authors that we really bonded over that we really started communicating with each other and bonding with each other and helping each other out so very much. And it grew our relationships. And I mean, each one of those like 4 or 5 authors came back to me at the end of it and said just how glad they were that I did that challenge, how glad they were that it not only taught them a lot about how to market their book, but it taught them, but it gave them a community of authors where they could feel supported and feel like people cared about them. People actually cared about them and actually cared about their books. And so that was wonderful. That was absolutely wonderful. That was like nothing but God working and all that, because I didn't set out to build community. I set out to teach people about marketing and publishing, but it turned into something where God gave me friends and gave me support and gave them friends and them support. And so the launch team was a really wonderful thing, and it still is a wonderful thing. I hope people are watching the videos. I post a video every weekday teaching more about publishing and marketing, so I really hope people are learning from it, and I know I'm learning from it, reminding myself things from it, and getting ready for my second book. It's helping me a lot just to do the videos every day and be like, oh yeah, I gotta do this. Oh yeah, I gotta do that. So, yeah, God was definitely in that, guiding me, helping me to do something that was not comfortable. But when I did it, I found out how good it was to follow God in that idea and let Him just kind of work through it all and see the amazing results of it. So that is all I want to tell you in this video. There's still plenty more to the story behind Earth Quaking, the second book in the Anelthalien series. So please do join me next week. I post a new video every Thursday. Please like this video. Please comment on this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying these videos or any of my other videos. And just thank you for watching. Bye.
If you want to know more about Anelthalien or H.A. Pruitt, please follow me on Instagram at H.A. Pruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, H.A. Pruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, H.A. Pruitt Anelthalien. You can find me on the Facebook page, H.A. Pruitt Anelthalien. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name H.A. Pruitt and the book Anelthalien, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anelthalien is. The website is hapruitt.com.